The golden lights of the Royal London Philanthropy Gala glittered like constellations against the grand mirrored hall, until a scream sliced through the air like broken glass. Guests in tuxedos and shimmering gowns froze mid-conversation, their laughter dying on their lips, as every head turned toward the center of the ballroom. There, beneath the massive crystal chandelier, Lady Eleanor Whitmore, one of London's most feared and revered matriarchs, stood gripping the wrists of a young maid with such force that her silk gloves strained at the seams. The maid, barely more than a girl, trembled in her crisp blue and white uniform. Her name was Anna Rivers, and on her chest, pinned discreetly to her blouse with a simple safety pin, hung a necklace. A small piece of polished midnight blue agate. Lady Eleanor's voice was not a whisper. It was a public execution. "You will return it this instant," she thundered, raising the necklace for all to see. This heirloom, belonged to my daughter. You think I wouldn't recognize it? You little thief." The hall erupted into gasps. And that was the moment everything changed. From that point on, nothing in the Whitmore family, or in Anna's life, would ever be the same again. If you believe in kindness, in second chances, and in people who still step up when the world turns away, take a moment to like, comment, and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because what you're about to see will restore your faith in humanity. We'd love to know, where are you watching from? Comment below with your country and region, and let us celebrate the kindness that connects us all. Now, let's begin. Lady Eleanor Whitmore, tall, silver-haired, elegant in a scarlet gown that commanded any room, held the necklace between two trembling fingers as though it were something contaminated. Anna could barely breathe. "Ma'am, please, I haven't taken anything," she whispered, her voice cracking under the weight of fear. "Don't lie to me," Eleanor hissed, her cold blue eyes narrowing. "My daughter Charlotte wore this very necklace last night at our Surrey estate. It was the last gift her father gave her before he passed. How dare you steal something sacred?" Anna's heart pounded so violently she felt it in her throat. The crowd closed around them like a tightening noose, philanthropists, aristocrats, TOs, all staring with judgment etched into their faces. Not at Lady Eleanor. At her. The maid. The nobody. She felt so small, but something inside her refused to break. "Lady Whitmore," Anna said softly, "I didn't steal it. This necklace, this one, is mine." Eleanor laughed, a sharp, cruel laugh that echoed off marble and gold. "How convenient." She thrust the necklace higher, displaying it like damning evidence. "You will confess," she declared, "before I call the police." A murmur rippled through the ballroom. Shame, curiosity, disgust. Anna bowed her head, gripping the fabric of her apron with trembling fingers. She had endured humiliation before. She had endured struggle, hunger, loss. But this was injustice. And something inside her stirred. Slowly, Anna lifted her chin. Her eyes, dark, resolute, locked onto Eleanor's. "My lady, there is a truth you are not prepared to hear." The crowd leaned in. The city's elite had no idea that the ground beneath their designer shoes was about to crumble. Anna Rivers was no thief. She was a 20-year-old nursing student, working double shifts as a cleaner and server just to afford her tuition and help her little sister pay for school. She lived across the city in a tiny flat in East London where the pipes rattled and the walls were thin. The only treasure she owned was the agate necklace her mother, Elena Rivers, had given her before she died 7 years earlier. Anna had been 13. Her mother's last words echoed now in her memory. "This stone holds the magic of honesty. When the world feels cruel, look at its color, the calm of the night sky, and remember who you are." This necklace was the only physical reminder of her mother's love. The only thing she had left. Yet here she was, accused of stealing it. Lady Eleanor tightened her grip on Anna's wrists, her face twisted with disdain. "Stop inventing stories," she snapped. "Girls like you always take advantage of our generosity." Anna felt her dignity slipping through her fingers. Her supervisor tried to intervene, but Eleanor silenced him with a single icy glare. Anna swallowed, gathering her courage. "My mother gave me this," she whispered. "It isn't stolen. It's mine." Eleanor scoffed. "The daughter of a servant wearing the same necklace as my Charlotte? Don't be absurd." A hush fell, and then a new voice joined the storm. From the crowd emerged Richard Whitmore, Eleanor's husband, a stoic, respected businessman known for his philanthropy and stony silence. "Eleanor, this has gone too far," he murmured. But she cut him off sharply. "Be quiet, Richard. This girl is a thief, and the law will deal with her." Anna turned her gaze toward Richard. She saw something flicker in his eyes. Not pity, not anger, recognition, and a deep, buried sorrow. Anna felt her throat tighten. "The law should act," she said quietly, "but not against me. Against the lie." Eleanor blinked. "What nonsense." Anna stepped forward. "You accuse me of stealing from your daughter. But the truth is, I am holding the necklace my father gave to me." The hall froze. Richard's face drained of color. Eleanor's gloved fingers loosened slightly. And Anna delivered the blow that shattered the room. "The same man who gave an identical necklace to your daughter, Charlotte. The same man you married. Richard Whitmore. My father." The revelation that broke London society. Richard staggered back, gripping a chair as if the world had tilted beneath him. Eleanor stared at Anna, her breath caught in her throat. What are you implying?" "Richard has only one daughter." Anna held her gaze, unflinching. "Ask him," she said. "Ask your husband if he didn't have a life before you. Ask him if 20 years ago he loved a humble librarian at King's College. My mother, Elena Rivers." The crowd erupted in whispers. Richard's throat worked soundlessly. Anna continued, her voice trembling but resolute. "My mother never wanted his money. She wanted commitment. He promised to return. He never did." She inhaled sharply. "When she died, he never came. He didn't help us. He left us with nothing but this necklace, an identical one to the one Charlotte wears." Anna touched her chest, where the necklace had been pinned. "My mother gave it to my sister to protect. But last week, my sister sold it because she couldn't afford the rent. I worked double shifts to buy it back without her knowing. It's the only memory we have of our mother." Her eyes met Eleanor's. "That necklace in your hand is your daughter's, yes. And the one I wore is mine." She swallowed. "Because your daughter and I are sisters." The agate necklace slipped from Eleanor's fingers and rolled silently across the carpet. The ballroom might as well have been a courtroom. Every person there was witness, judge, juror. Richard finally spoke, his voice faint. "Please." But she took a step back. "For 20 years, you hid us. Tonight the truth spoke for itself." Eleanor staggered, her aristocratic composure shattered. She looked from Anna to Richard, her world collapsing. Whispers surged around them. "Richard has another daughter? With a maid? A scandal at his own charity gala?" The humiliation Eleanor intended for Anna now wrapped around her like chains. Without another word, Eleanor fled the ballroom, Richard stumbling after her. The remaining guests stared at Anna not with malice, but with and something else. Respect. Her supervisor rushed to her side. "Anna, I'm so sorry. You'll keep your job, of course. And the foundation will help with your studies. You didn't deserve this." Anna nodded, exhausted. Later that night, she walked alone through the quiet London streets, her shoes clicking softly against the pavement. She held the agate necklace in her hands. It glowed faintly under the lamppost, a symbol not just of her past, but of her courage. Suddenly, a car pulled up. The window rolled down. It was Charlotte Whitmore. Her eyes were red, her cheeks streaked with tears. Around her neck hung the second agate necklace. "Anna," she whispered. "I had no idea." My mother always said the world was simple, those who have, and those who don't. She never told me the truth. Charlotte removed her necklace. You're my sister, she said. Not because of wealth or scandal, but because of blood. And because you fought for what was right. Anna shook her head gently. Keep it, Charlotte. It's your memory of him. I have mine. But Charlotte pressed it back toward her. I refuse to live in lies. I want to know you. I want us to be sisters for real. And for the first time that day, Anna smiled. Truly smiled. Anna returned home that night not with riches, but with something far more precious. She had defended her dignity. She had exposed the truth. And she had gained what money could never buy. Family. The story of Anna Rivers reminds us. The greatest wealth is not measured in jewels, estates, or surnames. It is measured in honor, in courage, and in the truths we refuse to silence. Sometimes the most humble person holds the most powerful lesson, even for the most powerful of families. Sometimes life places people on opposite sides of a room, one in the glow of privilege, the other in the shadows of humility, not to divide them, but to reveal who they truly are. This story reminds us that power, status, and wealth can create an illusion of superiority, but they can never replace integrity. When someone uses their position to humiliate another, they expose more about their own flaws than about the person they accuse. The moment of public shame suffered by the innocent is a universal symbol of how easily society judges without questioning, how quickly a crowd can become weaponized by appearances. Yet, the truth has a way of rising, even when spoken softly. And when it finally comes to light, it doesn't merely correct an injustice, it transforms everyone who witnesses it. This story teaches that dignity is not measured by social standing but by courage. The strength to speak one's truth, even when surrounded by disbelief, is a rare kind of bravery. It also shows that secrets buried under privilege eventually surface, often at the most unexpected moments, forcing people to confront the consequences of their actions. Most importantly, it reminds us that compassion should always come before judgment. A simple act of kindness, or even a moment of patience, can prevent irreversible harm. In a world obsessed with appearances, true nobility lies in humility, honesty, and the willingness to listen before condemning. And in the end, the greatest wealth a person can possess is character, because truth will always outshine gold. Which part of this story touched you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to read them. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, so you won't miss any of our next emotional stories.